Hello everyone, welcome to another classic toy review here at scorchearthtoys@anymoon.com. Today we are looking at Banpresto's super deformed VF-1 toys circa 1999. These toys were released all in the same box. You could differentiate each variant by the big window in the front, and there were 3 variants. There was the option to get the Hikaru VF-1S from Do You Remember Love? That's a strike variant. There was the Hikaru VF-1J with grenade box protection armor. And there was also the Fokker TV version VF-1S. It is a TV version, even has the black arrows on the head. Inside the box, you obviously got those accessory parts, either super, strike, or grenade box protection. You got a gun, and there was also one set of instructions that was included with each toy that shows all of the different versions and how you can install the armor. When you first get these toys, there are no super parts or armor attached, so you're going to have to do that on your own if you want to do that. One funky thing to point out that I think is related to the fact these toys come with armor is the arms are kind of in a position that would be very unnatural. This long plate should generally be on the bottom of the arm. They've twisted it outward, I think so that when you peg in this armor, just by doing this, you would have a much more visible armor piece on the toy. So we just plug those in. It's just one peg that goes right in. Now the weakness of that design is when you're handling it, that armor can spin around on you. So not ideal. Also, this is supposed to be a TV version. You could see definitely different color from the Do You Remember Love version, but it is the same sculpt as a Do You Remember Love version super part for you sticklers in the group. Now there are leg armors. Again, always just a hole in the leg, a peg on the armor, just goes right on. These ones are pretty secure since they wrap around the back. You don't have to worry about them popping off or twisting on you while you handle the toy. Finally, we have the backpack with the attached boosters to it that just covers the existing backpack. Again, one peg and on, and all very secure. If you want to use the gun, little slot in the gun hand, slides right into place. So now if we look at the strike version, this strike cannon here is fixed pose. That is not going anywhere. And much like the rest of the toy, it's completely fixed posed. So the only parts that are pegs on here are the arms. They slide into position and then you can move the arms however you want. And also the head lasers, they're also just pegged in pieces, individual pegged in pieces, so you can move those however you want. But that's the only articulation on either toy. I mentioned the different colored blue on the strike parts. Also, the toy itself, the VF-1S from Do You Remember Love, has a little bit of a blue tint to it, and it's more of a pure white on the TV version. Now these toys don't come with stickers. You'll notice that there is a painted on Jolly Roger and other painted on marks that are pretty nice overall for something this small. Let's check out the grenade box version. Right, here we have the VF-1J, and obviously the grenade box parts are a little more complicated. There's more to them than the super or strike parts. So we can begin with the back again. That is exactly the same, just a part with boosters attached already. Different mold. You could see one of the weaknesses of the super versions is this mold, which has no black paint on the booster shell to it, no detail there, kind of plain. Grenade box protection has a different type of booster, and Banpresto emulated that well. We can also do the arm armors. They just slide right on top. Now obviously the weakness there would be they don't go all the way around the arm. Same thing on the other side here. And they do firmly attach. There is a peg on the inside that is attaching to that hole in the arm, which is all very good to see. You have these shoulder pieces that go on top. Now obviously there are no opening bays on any of this stuff, but one nice little bit of detail, they even painted the 101 on there, so well done there. We have the chest piece which slides in the front and attaches very firmly, includes the waist pieces and everything else there. Then we have our leg pieces. Again, they just slide right on. And now, as you would expect with all these sliding on pieces, if you look from the back or from the sides, there are definitely some gaps where you would hope there would be armor. But otherwise, everything looks pretty cute and does its job. Now, one big weakness here, the gun will no longer fit in the arm. The Fast Packs and Grenade Box Protection Armor don't have anything that makes them exclusive to any particular toy, so if you own a few of these, you can definitely feel free to mix and match the setup to however you please. I mentioned this toy was small, and it is at just about 7 centimeters. Here's a Roby Joke Machine 2. It was about 11.5 centimeters. The Bandai Joke Machine, more of you would be familiar with, is more like 10 centimeters tall. Obviously, it transforms, it's articulated, it's a lot more fun than these Banpresto Super Deformed toys, but these Banpresto Super Deformed toys are also cheap. They are really not meant to be fun to handle. They're just kind of little statues that are cute, and they're certainly accomplishing that. Again, cheap. They're cheaply made too. You might find like some little paint flaws. You might notice some deformities in the mold. Usually not a big deal, but just you're getting what you pay for. They're made out of sort of a rubbery plastic, which is good because it means you don't really have to worry about them bending or breaking on you. None of mine show any warping, so that's always good. So if you have a place where you kind of want to be reminded of your Macross fetish, but you don't want to worry too much about what happens if a toy disappears on you, like your cube at work or something like that, then maybe this is good for that purpose. Again, somewhere where you're not going to be picking up and trying to play with it, because there's really not much you could do. These toys are stable, they look good on a shelf just as a little cute reminder, and that's all they're accomplishing for you, and hopefully that helps you determine if you'd want something like this, and if so, how much you're willing to spend. All right, check out the full article on anymoon.com, and as always, thanks for watching.